So there's a piece in this that we're still interested in looking at. If he's alive and God conquers death because of his resurrection, what do these prayers all mean for us? That we have hope in his resurrection, that we have hope and a reason to go on in life. We don't see him. He may have appeared, as we know, to many people. We don't see him. But he leaves himself to us two ways: the Word and the Eucharist. When we read his Word, and this happens for no one else. When we read the Word of God, especially the Gospels, we're reading Jesus. Not about Jesus, we're reading Jesus. We're there because it is a living Word. It's more important than you sending a love letter to someone you love, or sending a few bucks to your grandchild in college, or giving a donation to something. It's more real than that. And to reiterate his reality and his presence with us, the night before he dies, he says, okay, I got to give you a way to stay with you. The bread of the Passover meal, no longer Passover, it's now my body. So when you gather, as you're gathering today, when you gather and you do this in memory of me, I'm with you. Every Mass brings us back to the original crucifixion and resurrection. And again, as I'm saying this, you know and I know that the bread don't look like Jesus, the Word doesn't look like Jesus. Faith. Now, people who are non-believers could say, well, you can say that about anything. Well, there's a power that came from his presence, and that's the presence we pass on in faith, that people were willing to live and die for. The power of his presence. When he appeared to those he appeared to, he made a mark on them, including Paul, who was thrown off of his horse, and Jesus appeared to him in a vision. He, Paul, and the 12, and many, many, many others, gave their lives for this reality, the reality of Jesus alive. And to further complicate it, 40 days later, he tells his apostles, come on a mountainside with me, and there he ascends, he disappears out of their sight. So he's leaving with us a spiritual reality that only can be experienced through the eyes of faith.